girl, Real Rose. I'm here with the talented neo-soul, but mainly artist that is so super talented. You guys gotta check him out, and he is the real deal. I'm here with George Tandy. How you doing, love?
I'm fantastic. How are you?
I'm good now. I mean, we're out here in Miami.
Well, right now we're at the facility. We're in the think tank.
The think tank.
Yeah, this is where I rehearse and stuff.
Yes, and you just finished shooting a video, finalizing little takes here.
Yeah, I'm working on a series of dance concept videos.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes I do my own song, sometimes I do other people's songs.
Okay.
Today I did a song called Sunrise, kind of depicting the emotional journey I had that led to me writing the song itself.
Right,
Yeah.
right. So, I mean, you come from a talented family. Like, I think everybody in your family, like, either sings, dance, you know, makes beats, performs. I mean, even very smart. Ivy League. Like,
Yeah.
what doesn't the Tandys do? What would be like something that people wouldn't expect you guys to have to do? Maybe something more.
I don't know. We have each of us. We have a good, well-rounded sort of group of people in our family. I think. I don't know. We're not all great cooks. I can tell you that much.
Okay.
Maybe, yeah.
So you better cook if you're trying to keep it a Tandy.
We're not the best cooks. We know how to eat though.
Okay. You were talking about a sandwich earlier.
Sandwich. I want a sandwich.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, we go way back. So you know, I mean, well, you guys don't know, but I know George from family, friends. I mean, growing up in general. And this guy, when I heard him sing for the first time, it was. Do you remember the name of the lounge?
The Literary Cafe.
The Literary Cafe, yes. That was
North Miami.
North Miami, right. And, you know, that was the first time I even heard of a lounge happening in Florida, living here. And then I come and I'm like, okay, we're going to go see George. I'm with my family. We're going to go see him, see how he's performing. I mean, not even knowing he's going to perform, thinking he's just going to be there. And then you get on the mic with your piano and you start singing March. And that's the first time I heard March, and I was like, this is gonna be a hit. Did you know it was gonna be a hit?
It's always been hard for me to think of songs in those terms. Because it just, sometimes it sucks the air out of the enthusiasm,
Right.
but there's still a part that's hoping that it is.
Yeah.
So I knew that it was resonating with people. I knew that.
Oh, it did. It definitely did.
It never lost in
Right.
front of a crowd. It hasn't lost in front of a crowd yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how did you feel? I mean, because we haven't seen each other in a while. So how did you feel like your first performance? Like, what's the biggest crowd you ever performed?
I think probably 20,000.
Wow.
Yeah, with festival vibes.
Yeah. How was that? Like, were you nervous?
Awesome.
Yeah.
A different type of nervousness, more like anticipation, joyful anticipation. So, like, people say they get anxious, but I think a lot of times people they're not. It's not the negative anxious. It's they really care about the moment. They just want to take care of the moment.
Right.
That's what I feel. Like, I want to make sure that I take care of the moment.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right. What inspires you? Like, what motivates you when you're getting? Because I mean, we're in a think tank, so. How do you get your? Let's think.
Let's think. All I'm thinking about is a sandwich.
Maybe you can put a song about a sandwich. Make an interlude. Like, man, girl, how George sang that sandwich?
Yeah, it might have. You never know. I'm inspired by the tension that exists in life. You know, so in one aspect, there's you can't deny the extreme negativity that we experience on a day-to-day basis. It can be distracting. It can be discouraging, right? And then on the other end, there's some very beautiful things happening at the same time. You know, there's some just glorious people, glorious events, discoveries and results of people's imagination and stuff. So I'm inspired by the tension of that that exists inside of me. So the negative aspects of myself that I feel like how am I this person? How is it possible that I'm behaving or thinking this way? And then the positive, like, where the hell did that beautiful thought or idea or gesture come from? How are they coexisting? So I'm always writing from a place where it's like I'm trying not to deny any of it and just articulate, the emotional undertone of all of it. Yeah.
That's deep.
Yeah.
That was deep.
But on a practical level, that was real theoretical. But practically speaking, it could be anything. It could be a conversation. Most of the time, it could be a conversation. It could be just a little melody. It can be one word.
Okay.
There's something. I know I can do something with that word. Sandwich. Yeah, maybe a sandwich. I don't know.
Okay, yeah. All right, so that's dope. That's dope. So, you got anything new coming up? You can let the viewers know where they can find you.
Of course, I have. So we did a project called Because Life, and I'm releasing 3 songs at a time, just kind of slowly, so that one song doesn't get all the attention and 10 songs get annoyed, how it is. Right. So I just released 3 songs. One called Already Love, which has been doing pretty well, and it has there's a video out for it. Already Love, Sunrise, and Darling. Yeah, and I'm really proud of those, and I'm about to release 3 more soon.
Right. And I saw the Already Love video. I was like, oh, this song makes me feel good. I mean,
good.
Yeah, I like the whole the vibe of it, everything. Do you feel any form of the way the wave music is going at this moment? Do you feel like it's losing its touch, and we're just a different?
I think I'm out of touch.
What?
Yeah, I think, and this is I don't think I've ever said this out loud before, but I realized that, we spoke about this briefly, the way we consumed music, let's say 2006, 7, 8, 9, 10, was a little different than how it's consumed now. Right. And the pace is a lot faster. So, I think I'm a little out of touch. You know what it is? It's kind of like you have to search for what you like. You really have to search for it.
Absolutely.
You really have to search for it. And there's a bunch of reasons why. Some of it is business and political reasons why what's being put in our face is not what we like anymore. Right. So it's less people making bigger decisions.
Yeah, that's absolutely.
So I'm just doing my best to contribute authentically, stick to the roots of the things about music that I like, and then also keep an ear open for things that maybe I need to try sonically and production-wise. Yeah.
Yeah, because I definitely agree with you. It is hard to find a set of music that you could just let the radio play. I don't let the radio play anymore. It's I have that on my Spotify or my own playlist or buy my music, because it's not everything that's on the radio is booming. And I know there's these pick for plays, all of those situations happening where artists are paying more for the radio time and all that stuff. But it's at the same token, it's it would be nice to have maybe, even if it was a late night, radio person would just play the real music. Hey, I'm about to play some stuff. Y'all can't pick for play for me. Yeah. I'm about to play it and let it ride. I bet you they would go really good.
Yeah. Yeah. It's things are always gonna progress. What's cool about it is that people can curate their own soundtrack to their lives, right? So I think that's something that is pretty much invaluable. If you're able to, that when you press play, you're gonna like it because of some of the companies like Spotify and stuff like that, then that's cool. I feel sometimes I do feel for radio stations because they've been kind of swallowed up by larger companies that force programming onto them, so they don't have the as big of a voice.
Right.
But you know, what are you gonna do? My job is to appreciate my life, appreciate my opportunity, do my best to share something that I think might add value to people's lives.
And hopefully maybe things may shift. You know how this is. I feel like it's a wave. I feel like it's
going back. You think it's going back?
I don't know. It may. You know, the thing about it, and I realize about as human beings, we don't like the same all the time. We love change. We constantly want some form of change. So it's like eventually the music that if this music is good to a lot of people and not good to the other half of people, eventually it's going to be where there's going to have to be some type of medium that's going to have to hit, or it's going to be, you know, the group that liked it may not like it anymore, and they may get annoyed, and then becomes a whole majority instead of half or partial, and then it becomes, well, what other music can we do, and then it becomes recycled again. I remember that the music that I listened to growing up, and I thought they were just original, and then come to find out they took from like back in the 70s and the 80s and stuff like that. So I just feel like, you know, some people are going to be, we're having a lot of hit wonders that are having more than 15 minutes of fame. And then we have people that are, you know, are probably going to, you know, switch, and it's really it's the people. And you have to also remember, the people who are listening to this music now that we may not agree to are young. They're going to have to grow up. And then they're going to be like, yeah, I'm not feeling you on that. I need somebody to sing about paying the bills and love and, you know, what's going on? What are you talking about? I don't get it.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
And you know what the middle ground is, though? The stage. That's what, like, that can...
That's true.
That kind of evens the playing field a little bit, because you can do whatever you want in the studio. Somebody comes to see you, and the stage presence or the stage presentation isn't on point.
I've seen some bad stage presence though.
It's like, but when it's on point, it's like, oh, okay.
Right.
And when the energy is there, and like the showmanship is there, that's great. And there's some gems in the form of artists.
Yeah.
You know, where you know they kind of walk in that line between what's considered the new wave, and then also infusing it with substance. Yeah, so I like to, you know, play in that group. I would like to participate in that group.
That's cool. So
with a sandwich.
And with a sandwich. So, is there any artist, if you could pick, who are in the game right now that you would either open up for or would look to open up for you?
There's a hierarchical undertone to open up for me. So I think share the stage. I like to share the stage.
Share the stage, okay.
Yeah.
Or
I know what you mean,
collaborate.
though.
Yeah.
Either way. I like Solange.
Okay.
And I like Janae. I hope I don't mess up her name. Is it Janae Aiko?
Janae, I go. If we said it wrong, I do apologize, but we know, you know who we talking about.
Hopefully I meet her and she can correct me.
I know, right? Like, listen.
And then we can do a song.
Listen.
There's an artist named Izzy Bizu.
Okay.
We actually did a show together in Atlanta.
Really?
A couple of other people, like for a radio station. She's really dope.
Okay.
Mostly female artists.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking SZA.
That would be cool.
I could see you two being on a track together because of the tone of her music. It's very, you know, everyone's like, she's a side chick there, but I'm like, it's not just
a conversation.
Exactly. Her music is very a conversation, and it's like it's stuff that she went at a niche that people didn't really pay attention to, and it was the side chick, and she opened that door of. Yeah, not to say that she is, but she opened that door to play the role of, okay, this is what a side chick probably is thinking or
Yeah,
going
I mean,
through, I hated it, but I liked it. I hated it, but I liked it. I hated it because I'd never been a side chick, and I liked it because it was so real. I was like, I was like understanding side chicks listening to that album.
Right.
I was like, I hate you, but you know, it's okay. I get it.
It's good.
Yeah.
And I think that what she's done successfully is humanize the person that gets criticized all the
Right.
time. And that's awesome.
Yeah, and I could see you guys. I could see you guys doing that. Being in the studio, music video. I could see that. I could see you guys doing a track together. Like it would be controversial, whatever, but it would be a good song. It would definitely be a good song. Yeah, you never know. You never know. Hey, I put stuff out in the universe, and the next thing you know, like George, you remember that?
Right. Yeah. I have this thing. I need to get better at. Well, I don't know. It might just be my process, but I usually won't collaborate just because. Like, just because another person is a singer or another person is a dope singer or,
Right.
you know, like, I'm more interested in the idea than I am. You know, so it's easier when there's an idea on the table. And I'm pretty sure there are a lot of artists who can relate to that. It's like, what's the idea though? Like, you know how it is. Like, you go into a setting and it's like, oh, you do that? I do this. We should work. Wait, why? Why should we work?
Yeah, right.
What's the idea? What do you know about me? What do I actually know about you? What is your view on things? You know, that type of thing.
Right.
I think one of the two things need to happen. There needs to be an idea on the table that's like, that we're both like infatuated with and intimidated by, like, or we just have an incredible conversation, and then it leads to something. But,
Well, I'm putting it out there in the universe, so you never know what happens. But I know if it does happen, your performance or when you guys are doing the sound
For sure.
listening, I'm gonna be right there. Like he knows me. Let me play the clip.
I appreciate it.
But I really appreciate speaking with you today, and I just want the viewers to know where they can find you, and then again to let them know, the events that you do have coming up.
First, you can find me somewhere in Miami, Florida, eating a sandwich. Instagram, George Tandy Jr. Facebook, official George Tandy Jr. Twitter, Team Tandy. Team Tandy.
Damn.
What am I supposed to say about what? Real Rose Soldier.
Really?
I'm a real Rose Soldier. I thought I told you. Is that it? I'm sticking with it.
I'll take it.
GeorgeTandyJr.com, and I don't know what. That's it.
That's it?
Yeah, that's
Twitter, Facebook.
Twitter, did that. That's it.
Yeah, Facebook.
Official George Tandy Jr.
There we go.
Yeah.
We got it all. All right, so cool.
Hit me up.
Yeah, so we're about to go eat a sandwich because this guy's been talking about a sandwich all day.
Sandwich.
And he is the real deal, and you guys have been watching The Real Deal with Real Rose.